Hi, my name is Zach Lowe. I'm just here at FitMetabolism, and today I just wanted to briefly talk about a great shoulder exercise for either a warm-up or you can use as a shoulder mobility type exercise or a shoulder prep exercise that you can do throughout the day. So all you really need with this is a piece of wooden doweling, or what I have here is a broken hockey stick. You could use a broomstick as well. What you're going to do with this is you're going to do some shoulder stick rotations over your head. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the most important or the most comfortable grip. So I'd recommend, if you don't know where to start with this, to go as wide as you possibly can. Obviously, the longer the stick, the easier it will be to rotate through the shoulder exercises. So basically, I'm going to grab at the very end. As you can see, I'm going to grip onto it. My hands are gripping onto that stick pretty good. And my elbows are nice and straight, so no bending the elbows at all. And you're going to try and keep your shoulders locked in its position. So basically, if you don't know the difference between the two, all you do is you can shrug your shoulders. That's where you don't want your shoulders to be when you're performing this exercise. You want to be able to drop them down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So I'll just do it again from the front. So not here. You want to lock them back in. I'll just show you from the side view. So not up in the air, elevated. You want to press the shoulders and then squeeze them together. We've got that position. All you're going to do, we're going to go from front to back. So you're going to start right from your stomach, stick your chest out, lock your shoulders in, keep your arms nice and straight, and you're just going to rotate and go behind you and try and touch behind you. And you're going to do 20 of those nice and controlled. I'm not trying to go too fast, just a slow and controlled movement, trying to keep both shoulders locked in its position. So you get 20 of those in, so that's the front to back. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to go side to side with it. So you're going to keep the stick behind your head, and you're going to keep your arms nice and straight and rotate side to side without obviously moving your neck. You don't want to be forcing that at all. Just keep the neck in the right position, just go back and forth. And like I said, we're just trying to get we're trying to warm up those shoulders and specifically try and get some more range of motion out of them before we start lifting. So side to side. That's the next one. And then the third one will be basically where you're going to try and do circular rotations. So with this one, really take your time on it. I'm going to start from my stomach. I'm going to keep my left arm straight, both arms straight. I'm going to rotate basically across my body and around, and then bring the other arm around. So it's just going to look like this. Nice and controlled. As you can see, I'm not trying to go too fast. I'm just trying to get the shoulders loose. If you feel like you feel a little more comfortable with the motion, you can try and go a little bit faster if you like. So you go 10 that way, and then rotate, and then go 10 the other way. Nice and controlled. Okay, so I'm going to go through that whole sequence again. From the side view. So grab my sticks. I'm going to go a little closer this time. Once you feel like you've got one set in, we're in a wide stance. You can make it a little bit more difficult bringing the hands in closer together. So just going front to back, locking the shoulders in. I'm just going to go a little bit closer. And then right above your head, go side to side, nice and controlled. Like I said, basically 20 reps of each one. I'm just going to try and challenge it just a little bit more here. And then I'll do the circular ones. I'll start from basically in front. I'm going to go around my head, nice and controlled. Go the opposite way. Just do that same sequence through from the side view now. I'm going to go back to the front to back. If you cannot get the stick to go all the way behind your head, which may take some practice, I would always recommend starting in front and just going as far as you feels comfortable. You don't want to try and force it. So I'm just going to go to about there. That's as far as you go. And every time you try and go just a little bit further. That's what I always recommend for the people who have a tough time or struggle with this exercise. Just go nice and controlled, trying to get as far as you can back. And then same thing from that side to side. So it just looks like this. we'll do that circular one as well. The opposite way, just nice and controlled. So basically that is the shoulder stick rotation type of routine I would use before if I do any type of Olympic lift, so clean jerks or snatches, specifically snatches because you got to really have a lot of shoulder mobility. Another big one I find is if you're doing a lot of push-ups, doing a lot of pull-ups, anything shoulder presses, great exercise, not only to get warm, get your muscles nice and warm and loose, but also you're working on that basically shoulder mobility. Great exercise for golfers specifically, trying to get that to warm up the shoulders as well before they can go out and swing on the golf course. So I hope you try this out. Like I said, take your time on it. If you cannot get the stick all the way around, you only go to the point where it's comfortable. So some people may have a tough time just going up to the top of the head and coming back. But once you keep practicing it, you'll be able to get further and further and go all the way around. And the whole goal is just to make sure both shoulders are locked in. You don't want to be doing this, shrugging the shoulders when they're out. That's basically where you're going to have injury if you're preloading those shoulders from that position. So just lock the shoulders in, front to back in a controlled fashion. That's the first one. Next one, side to side. And then the third one is that basically trying to get those circles nice and controlled. So I hope you guys enjoy this and try it out. Like I said, you know, it's a great exercise, specifically if you don't have the time to sit around and work on some shoulder mobility type exercise. This is a great start for that. So hope you learned a thing or two about this.